Hello everyone, I am Divya, your math facilitator. In this class, we shall learn exercise 7.1 problems, and I have discussed the important formulae of this chapter in the earlier video. So, all the important formulae in one video within a half an hour time I have discussed and explained. So, if you have missed watching it, please do watch that also. And let's begin the session exercise 7.1. So the very first question deals with distance formula. Exercise 7.1, the entire exercise deals with distance formula. Okay, so let's see the very first question. First question says you need to find the distance between. Okay, so you'll have to find the distance between the first point given is 2, 3 and 4, 1. Okay, so to find the distance between these 2 points, have a look here. I'm just assuming this as x1 y1 and this point as x2 y2, because we know that distance between any 2 points x1 y1 and x2 y2 is nothing but root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So what are we doing here? We are just taking the difference of the x coordinates. X coordinates we are subtracting and squaring it, and then y coordinates we are subtracting and squaring it, and we are adding both of them. Okay, so root over and a root over all this. So root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, so let us apply that formula here. This is x1 y1 x2 y2. So if I want to find the distance between these 2 points, let me consider the distance between these 2 points is root over x2 is 4 minus x1 is 2. So x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 is 1 minus y1 is 3. y2 minus y1 whole square. So this gives you root over 4 minus 2 square is 2 square. Okay, 4 minus 2 is 2 and you have a square. Plus 1 minus 3 is minus 2 and you have a square. So what is the final answer we get here? So it is 2 square is 4 plus minus 2 whole square is also 4. Now this 4 plus 4 I can write it as 2 times 4. 4 plus 4. If you are adding it 2 times, it is 2 times 4. Okay, otherwise you can write 4 plus 4 is 8 and 8 you can write as 4 2 is 8. But again, while finding the square root, this will be the very easy method which I am telling you now. 4 plus 4, don't write it as 8. Write it as 2 times 4. You are adding it 2 times. Clear? So this gives you root 2 into root 4. So the final answer is root 4 is 2 and you have this root 2 here. So 2 root 2 units is the distance. Okay, here the units we don't know whether it is centimeter. So since we are measuring it on a graph, okay, these are points. So we write it as units. Okay, otherwise distance we measure it in centimeter, meter, kilometer. These are the units which we use. But here we just say it is 2 root 2 units. Okay, now the next question, B bit. The points given are minus 5, 7 and minus 1, 3. So let us assume this is x1, y1, x2, y2. So distance between these 2 points is now root over x2 minus x1 whole square. This is the formula, isn't it? So root over x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So x2 is minus 1 plus x1 is minus 5. The whole square of this plus y2 is 3 minus y1 is 7, the whole square of this, and square root you have the entire thing as square root. So that is equals to root over. This is minus 1 plus into minus 5 gives me minus 5 the whole square plus 7 minus 3 is minus 4 the whole square. Again minus 1 minus 5, two negative integers you will add and write a minus sign. So it is minus 6 whole square plus minus 4 whole square. So that is again minus 6 whole square is minus 6 into minus 6 gives you 36 plus 4 square. 4 into 4 gives me 16. So this is 36 plus 16. Yes, have a look here. So it is x2 minus of x1 whole square. I wrote it as plus. See here, it is x2 minus x1 whole square, isn't it? X2 minus x1 whole square. See here, x2 minus x1 whole square. I wrote a plus here. It should be minus, right? So, right, it is minus. So now minus of minus 1, minus of minus 5 gives me plus 5. isn't it? So minus 1 plus 5. Now these are two, one negative, one positive integer. So what do we get here? Minus 1 plus 5 is nothing but 4, isn't it? So this is 4 square. So how much do we get here finally? We get a 16 here. 4 square is 16. Okay, so one small sign will make a lot of difference. Clear? So it is minus, this is, I'll just change the color and write it here. This is x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Okay, so x2 is minus 1 minus x1 is minus 5. Clear? So now again, as I told you, 16 plus 16, don't write it as 32, write it as 2 times 16. Okay, 2 times 16. So now again, root 2 into root 16, this is root over ab is root a into root b. So root 16 is nothing but 4, right? And you have root 2 here. So 4 root 2 units is the final answer. Did you all understand this? Right? The next one, the third bit of the same question, you need to find the distance of minus 2 minus 3 and 3 2. And the fourth bit is find the distance of AB and minus A minus B. So let's see how can we do this. Right. So again, this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. Let us write it here. This is x1 y1, this is x2 y2. Okay, so substituting in distance formula, what do we know? Distance between any 2 points, distance between any 2 points is root over x2 minus x1, minus x1 is minus 2 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. Okay, whenever you have two minus signs in this way, so we keep a bracket so that we can show the difference. Like here it is x2 minus, x1 is also minus 2. So in order to avoid this confusion, we just write a bracket here and whole square of this. Clear? So now let us simplify this further. So this is what we have and let us simplify it further. So that is equals to root over 3 minus of minus 2 is plus 2 whole square plus 2 minus of minus 3 is plus 3 whole square. So how much do we have? Root over 3 plus 2 is 5 square and 3 plus 2 is 5 square. Or can I write this as, see, this is 25 plus 25, right? You can write this 25 plus 25. 5 square is 25. Or you can write it as 2 into 25, 2 times 25. Or it is root 2 into root 25. Or the final answer I can say it is 5 root 2. Root 25 is nothing but 5. These many units. Clear? So let's see the next one. Now this is x1 y1. See, this is x1 y1. This is x2 y2. So if I want the distance between these 2 points, what can I do now? So distance is nothing but again root over x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Okay, x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. This is equals to root over minus a, two negatives. So you will add and write a minus sign. So it is minus 2a square plus minus b is minus 2b square. So if I square it, it is 4a square plus 4b square because minus 2 whole square is 4 and it is a square and plus minus 2 whole square is 4 and b square. Now again you can very clearly see from these two I can see 4 is common. So taking 4 common, what is remaining? A square is remaining here and here b square is remaining. Okay, so this I can write as root 4 into root over a square plus b square. Root 4 is 2. So 2 root a square plus b square units. This is the distance between the given 2 points a, b and minus a, minus b. So the only thing you have to remember here is you need to be very careful while you're substituting in the formula. Plus and minus sign and a little calculation. That's it. It's a very scoring chapter, right? So before moving on to the next problem, let me tell you that Unacademy is back with Unacademy Emerge. So you can enroll for Unacademy Emerge now. So it's a free test. Okay, it's a free mock test series. So Kaun Banega Topper is happening right now on Unacademy. Okay, so all India level test it is. So students across the India will be participating in this test. Every Tuesday and Tuesday to Saturday you have the test. Okay, Saturday, every Saturday to Tuesday you have the test. So Saturday and Sunday class 10 students have the test, and the remaining days it is for class 12 students, okay, commerce students, science students, depending on your number of subjects you have your test, right? So it is for class 10, right? It is for class 10 as well as class 12 commerce and science students. You can enroll for free. The link to enroll I'll give you in the description box, right? Link will be given in the description box, and the code to enroll is DMM. So using this code you can enroll for the test for free. Now I'll tell you what are the benefits of the test, but before that let me tell you the timings of the test are 5 to 6:30, okay, Saturday to Tuesday, right? So here you go. So the benefits of enrolling for the testers, you will find out which subjects you need more attention, that is in which topics or concepts you are weak in and which concepts you are strong in, and you can strategize your preparation accordingly, and you'll get a detailed performance report, and questions are aligned according to your CBSE guidelines, and you will get the top 3 will get a premium and academy subscription for free. And also you get to see video solutions from top educators, like you might get few questions wrong, so you can hear to the explanation of those questions for free again, right? And you will get a one-to-one mentorship. Toppers will get a one-to-one mentorship by an academy experts. So 13 November to 16 November you have the test dates. Timings is 5 to 6:30 p.m. Do enroll for the test right now. So link to enroll is in description and code is DMM, right? So this is again, let me tell you one more important point for all the class 10 students who want to give your Polyset examination or triple IT examination or any entrance examination. This test will help you a lot, trust me. Okay, so and also you can enroll to my plus courses. So these are the upcoming plus courses which we have started very recently, so you can enroll for this. So sample paper and case study and a course on mathematics, and these are completed courses. You can watch the recordings as well. You can do this by taking a subscription. So the subscription cost is around 1000 rupees per month, and you can use the code DMM to get a 10% discount on your subscriptions. So with around 1000 you get unlimited classes and unlimited test, and also you can access your class 11 classes also, no problem, right? So it is free. Class 11 is free if you are taking a class 10 subscription. So do enroll, and you can also see my free classes by clicking on my profile. You can see my profile. So if you just click on the profile, I'll give my profile link in the description. Click on it, so you will be directed to my profile. There you can also see my free classes, and to enroll for the free classes also code is DMM. So DMM is the only code you can use, and there is one more important feature called Ask a Doubt, which is again free. You can ask any doubts in your homework or any doubts while you're preparing. You can use this feature of Ask a Doubt to ask your question, and you'll get a video solution for the question, okay? And the code again you can use is DMM to enroll for the Ask a Doubt feature also. It is also free. Okay, so these are the best benefits which I can tell you, so don't forget to enroll. Let's proceed to the next question. So the next question is question number 2. Find the distance. Find the distance between the points. The points given are 0, 0 and 3615. So here there is one formula which we can use. Distance between, see, distance between origin and a point P x comma y is nothing but root over x square plus y square. Even if you don't remember this formula, you can directly use distance formula, you'll get the same answer. So I'll do the problem using both the methods so that everyone can understand depending on the situation. If you remember the formula, you can use it, otherwise you can use simple distance formula. So I'm just taking this as x1 y1, this is x2 y2. So I'm firstly using distance formula. So distance between these 2 points is root over x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So it is root over 36 square plus 15 square. So that is root over 36 square gives you how much? 1296 plus 15 square is 225. So if I add these two, I get 1521. So 1521, if you prime factorize 1521, see what do we get? 3 5s are 15, 3 zeros are 2, Okay, three zeros is 0, you have a 2 remaining, so 3 sevens are 21. Again, you can take 3 table, 3 twos are 6, right? And 3 twos are will not go, 3 ones are, 3 ones are 3, so you'll have a 2 as a reminder, now this is 20. 3 6 are 18, again 2 is a reminder and you have 9. So 169 I can write 13, 13s are 169 and 13 ones are. So this I can write it as root over 3 square into 13 square. Okay, so if I separate the roots, it is root 3 square into root 13 square, or I can write it as 3 into 13. So 3 into 13 is 39. So 39 units is the distance between these two points. That is the origin and the point, given point. This is using distance formula we have done, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square, and I root over it. Now if you want to use this formula also, you'll get the same answer. So root over x, this is a point xy given to you here in this case, okay? So origin you will not consider, the point given you will take it as x and y. So it is 36 square plus 15 square, and again the same steps follow. See here, you got the same step. Even if you apply the distance formula, you will arrive at the same step. Or if you remember this formula, you can directly substitute. Okay, that's the only difference. Otherwise, all the steps are same. So let's proceed to the next question. So question number 3, verify whether the points 1, 5, 2, 3 and minus 2, minus 1 are collinear or not. So you need to see whether these points are collinear or not. So if you have triangles concept, so in areas of triangle concept, you can see triangle is formed by 3 non-collinear points. Okay, so here if 3 points are collinear, you will not have any triangle, which means in other words I can say if I want to find the area of the triangle formed by these 3 points, it will be 0. It will be 0. The reason is there is no triangle formed here. So when there is no triangle only, then how will you find the area of the triangle? It will be 0. Okay, so you can use this concept. Otherwise, since we are in distance formula now, to find area of triangle using 3 points, there is a different formula again. But here we are only using distance formula, so there is one more concept which I can tell you. So what is that concept? Suppose if I consider this point as A, this as B, this as C. Okay, so I'm just considering the points as A, B, C. So this is A, this is B, this is C. So if the 3 points are collinear, they are lying on the straight line. What is the meaning of collinearity? The 3 points should lie on the straight line. Then we say that the 3 points are collinear to each other. So if I clearly see the figure, the distance between AC, can I write it as it is equal to AB plus BC? Yes or no? So if 3 points are collinear, I can say the total distance AC is equal to AB plus BC. We are going to use the same concept here. So what you will do is, you will firstly find, see, all the 3 distances you need here. You need A to C, A to B and B to C. Okay, so we will find all the 3 distances here. So firstly, since this point I have considered it as A, so let A be 1, 5, B is 2, 3 and C is minus 2, minus 1. And now distance between AB, if I want, it is root over, if you are considering the point A and B, this is x1, y1, this you can take it as x2, y2. Okay, so let us substitute now. So x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So what is the answer we are getting? That is root over 2 minus 1 is 1 square. Okay, and 3 minus 5 is minus 2 and you have a square. So that is again root over 1 plus minus 2 whole square is 4. So root 5 I got. Root 5 units is the distance between the 2 points A and B. This distance we got it as root 5 AB. Now let us find what is BC. BC is root over. Now if to find BC, see, here we have already written x2, y2. So I'll just write here x1, y1. So B and C, these two let's consider. So it is root over x2 minus x1 the whole square. Okay, I'm considering this as x2, y2 and this as x1, y1. Okay, you can consider any which ways. x2, y2, x1, y1 or this you can consider it as x2, y2 and x1, y1. You all wish. You will get the same answer. So, 2 minus of minus 2 plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. I told you why are we keeping this double bracket here. So, that is equals to root over 2 minus of minus 2 is 2 plus 2 whole square. plus 3 minus of minus 1 is 3 plus 1 whole square. So again we can write this as root over 4 square plus 3 plus 1 whole square is 4 square. 4 square plus 4 square is nothing but you can write as 2 times 4 square, or you can write as root 2 into root 4 square, or the final answer is nothing but 4 root 2 units. Okay, here square and square root cancels, 4 root 2 units. Otherwise, you can write 4 square as 16, 16 root is 4. The same answer you'll get. Now we found what is AB, BC. Now let us find what is AC. To find what is AC, have a look here. So A point I'm considering x1, y1, and C point let me consider x2, y2. Okay, so AC, distance between the points AC is nothing but root over x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So that is equals to root over. So this is minus 3 whole square plus minus 6 whole square. So how much are we getting here? Root over 9 plus 36, or you get it as root 45. Okay, root 45. Now in order to check whether the 3 points are collinear or not, what do we need to do? You should see that sum of any two distances should be equal to the third distance. Sum of any two distances should be equal to the third distance. Simple common sense you will apply here. Firstly, you will choose the bigger value. Okay, out of the three distances, you will choose the bigger value, because sum of any two things is equal to one thing. So that one thing is obviously bigger than both of these. For example, if I say 10 is equals to 8 plus 2, which means 10 is definitely bigger than 8 and 10 is definitely bigger than 2. The same applies here also. Okay. So firstly, let us choose the bigger value among the distances. So let's see. Yeah. So what is the bigger value? Choose the bigger value, please. Okay. So I can see, let me write the values here. AB I got it as root 5. BC I got it as 4 root 2. AC I got it as root 45. Root 45 you can write it as 9 fives. Okay, this you can write as 9 fives 45. So 9 I can write as 3 root 5, isn't it? Right? So 9 fives are 45, and 9 I can write it as 3 root 5. So root 45 I can write it this way. So this is root 5, this is 4 root 2, this is 3 root 5. So I can very clearly see the bigger values. Which one is bigger? Is 4 root 2 bigger or 3 root 5 bigger? So 4 root 2 is nothing but 4 into 1.732. Okay, it is 414. Root 3 is 1.732. This is 1.414. Okay, so if you multiply, how much do you get? 4 into 1.414. So it will be around 5.656, around this. Now if you take this 3 into root 5 will be somewhere around 2, isn't? So it will be more than, see, root 4 is 2. So root 5 will be more than 2, right? So it is 2 point something. Okay, so if you multiply 2 point something, you will get 6 point something. So which is bigger? AC value is bigger. Here you are getting it as 6 point something. Okay, and this is 5 point something, and this is root 5 is again 2 point something. So this 5 point and 2 point, if you add, you will get 7 points. Okay, something 7 point you will get. But here you have only 6 points. So which means I can say AC is not equals to AB plus BC. Did you understand? So since it is the very first one, collinearity, the very first question I'm explaining you so much. Otherwise, by just looking at looking at these values, you can conclude this is 4 root 2, this is 3 root 5, this is root 5. So root 5 is definitely less than 3 root 5. 3 root 5 is a bigger value, and 4 root 2 plus root 5 will never give you 3 root 5, isn't it? This 4 root 2, see, root 5 plus 4 root 2 will never give you 3 root 5. You will not get this answer adding these two. Or you can take any two combination. Adding these two, you will not get this. Adding these two also, you will not get this. 3 root 5 plus root 5 is 4 root 5. Do you get 4 root 2? Simple common sense. Otherwise, if you are confused with that, you can substitute the value, see the multiplication, see the actual value, and then conclude. Otherwise, also you can conclude from here. I'll just write this step again. So you have root 5 plus if you add 3 root 5, you have to get it as 4 root 5. But here in the question, in the distance, you got as 4 root 2. So any which ways, if you see, you will see that the distances are, the sum of two distances is not equal to the other distance. So I can say therefore the points are not collinear. Okay, the points are not collinear. I hope this explanation is clear for you. So if the points are collinear, as I told you, AC should be AB plus BC. So that means two smaller distances, if you are adding, you should get the bigger distance. But here it is not happening, so they are not collinear. Let's see the next question now. Question number 4. Check whether 5 minus 2, 6, 4 and 7 minus 2 are vertices of an isosceles triangle. Okay, you have to check if these are the vertices of an isosceles triangle. What is the property of isosceles triangle? Can you tell me? In an isosceles triangle, two sides are equal. Okay, which means here in the coordinate geometry language, if I have to tell you, the two distances should be equal. Okay, so AB and AC or AB and BC. So any two distances should be equal. If they are equal, then you can conclude that it is an isosceles triangle. So let us try to find the distances first. Let me write AB distance, it is root over x2 minus x1. So I am taking it as 6 minus 5 whole square. Okay, B is x2 and this is x1. So 6 minus 5 whole square plus 4 minus of minus 2 whole square. So that is, what is the final answer? We are getting 6 minus 5 is 1 square plus 4 minus of minus 2 is 4 plus 2. So it is root over 1 plus 4 plus 2 whole square is 6 square. So root 37 you will get. Okay. Now the next one, BC. Let us find BC. B and C now. So x2 minus x1. So 7 minus 6 whole square plus y2 minus y1 minus 2 minus 4 whole square. So root over 7 minus 6 is 1 plus this is minus 6 whole square. So how much are you getting again? Root 37 you will get. See here. This we are taking it as x2 y2 and this is x1 y1. So again, now for AC, let us take this as x1 y1 because already we have taken this as x2 y2. So for AC, we are finding C is x2 y2 and A is x1 y1. So root over x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. Okay, y2 is minus 2 and again y1 is also minus 2. So minus 2 minus minus 2, y2 minus y1. So minus 2 minus minus 2. So that is equals to root over 7 minus 5 is 2 square plus minus of minus 2 is minus 2 plus 2 whole square. So how much do we get here? Root over 2 square is 4 and minus 2 plus 2 is 0. So 0 square gives me 0. So this is root 4 or I can write as 2. So clearly two sides are equal. AB is equals to BC. So hence, as I told you, if two sides are equal, what can you say about the vertices? So therefore you can say it forms, these vertices forms an isosceles triangle. Is this very clear for everyone? Okay, so if two distances are equal, they are isosceles. The next question, show that the following points form an equilateral triangle. Okay, show that the following points form an equilateral triangle. Your points are A comma 0, capital B minus A comma 0 and C 0 comma A root 3. Okay, so how do we do this question now? So in the previous question, to prove that it is isosceles triangle, we proved two sides are equal. Now for equilateral triangle, what should you do? In an equilateral triangle, all sides are equal. All the three sides are equal to each other. So that means if this is A, B, C, so you should prove AB is equal to BC is equals to CA or AC. All the three sides are equal. Okay, so let us find it here. So let me find the distance between A, B. So that is root over, this is x1, y1, this is x2, y2. So minus A whole square. Okay, x2 minus x1 whole square plus y2 minus y1 whole square. So what is the answer? You get minus 2a whole square, or you can write as 4a square, or it is nothing but 2a. 4 root is nothing but 2 and a square gives you a. Root over a square is a. Now let us find BC. BC is again root over. This is x2 y2, isn't it? Let us take this as x1 y1. So B and C. So there is no order. You can take any point as x1 y1, any point as x2 y2, no problem. Okay. So x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square. So how much are you getting here? Minus a whole square plus minus a root 3 whole square. The final answer you'll get is the same. Okay. So a square plus a root 3 whole square gives you how much? See here, minus a root 3 whole square is nothing but, this is minus a whole square into root 3 whole square. So minus a whole square is a square, root 3 whole square is 3. So this you get it as 3a square. Clear? So now again, so here we can write 3a square plus 1a square. 3a square plus 1a square gives you how much? 4a square. So this is root 4a square, or you can write as root 4 is 2 and a square, root over a square is 2a. Okay, you will get a. Now let us find the CA or AC distance. So this is root over. So C is x1 y1. So let me take this as A as x2 y2. So x1 minus x2 whole square plus y1 minus y2 whole square. So how much do we get here? Minus a whole square. 0 minus a is minus a plus root 3 whole square. This is y1 is a root 3. Okay, y1 is a root 3. So a root 3 whole square, that is equals to root over minus a whole square is a square, and a root 3 whole square is again 3a square. Root 3 square is 3 and a square. So this is again root over 4a square, or you can write as 2a. So final conclusion is AB you got 2a, BC also you got it as 2a, and CA also you got it as 2A units. So all are 2A, 2A, 2A units. So since all the sides are equal, AB equal to BC equal to CA. So can I say, therefore, they form equilateral triangle. Since all the three sides are equal, they are nothing but the sides of an equilateral triangle. Is this very clear? So I hope this is very clear, and the next problems, let's do it in the next class. But before that, let me tell you, there are free notes which I am providing. So the link of the notes, I shared it on the community tab and also on the Telegram channel. You can join the Telegram channel Math Facilitator. And for physics also, I shared a free notes on Math Facilitator Telegram channel. So do check it out. It will be helpful for making your notes or your doubts or for anything, right? And also subscribe to the channel, like the video and share the channel with all your friends, and notes link is already given. And also don't forget to enroll for Unacademy Emerge. So link is given in the description and code is DMM, and free notes link also I'm giving you in the description. Okay, Telegram link I'll give you. From there you can access all the free notes. So thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Take care.